All right, boys, have a seat. It's our second video. Today we're talking about what went wrong with Chelsea versus Southampton. So stick around as we dive deeper into this. For those who don't know who I am, my name is Mike. I'm a fan of Chelsea, but I cannot say they're the best team in London right now. After watching that performance yesterday against Southampton, I'm just really confused exactly what is going on right now with this entire squad. Now, like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I'm going to talk about some of the things that went wrong with Chelsea and what I think we can do differently and moving forward what we have to do. Now, that being said, though, we obviously have to give credit where credit is due. Southampton played a beautiful game yesterday. They got everything right. Uh, I think their entire tactics wise just were so much better. Again, I knew it was going to be the battle between the Germans here, manager wise. And Hasselhout, I think, did so much better than Thomas Tuchel, which again, with the squad that he had, is really impressive because obviously Chelsea have gone out and paid so much this entire transfer window, and not even just this transfer window, other transfer windows, where Southampton were pretty much a team that was almost relegated last year and still could get relegated this year, but yet it did not look that way. Now, I'm going to talk about a few topics in this video, though, what I think went wrong. So first off is obviously tactics. I don't know exactly what Thomas Tuchel was going with on this. Now, obviously, we were hit with a Reece James illness or an injury. I'm not too sure exactly. So he was not able to play for us. And it's one of those things, yes, it's a big impact, but we shouldn't have to rely on a right wing back to be our most creative player on the pitch, which is what we've seen multiple times now when Reece James is not playing. We are flat throughout this entire match. Yes, we have Raheem Sterling. He can do a few things. Ruben Loftus-Cheek did have a little bit there. And Kai Havertz, when we'll get to him in a little bit, just really didn't shine for me as well. So therefore, we had to use Azpilicueta, who again I don't know why Trevor Chalobah doesn't start in that position. He's a better player, I think, overall. Yes, I know Azpilicueta is the captain, has all this experience, has done so much for this club, but Trevor Chalobah is miles above Azpilicueta now. Azpilicueta's legs do not allow him to do a whole lot, and he even led to that first goal. Now, I'm not going to give him too much issue on that because I'm not too sure exactly if he knew exactly where all the players were. Playing back to Mendy that close, again, can be tricky. Mendy may have a bad kick. And again, so him kicking out for a corner kick, I'm totally fine with that. But that does lead us into our next topic, and that is corner kicks and how bad we are at defending corners. We saw in this match it led to a goal. We saw it against Tottenham, it's led to a goal. We've seen it last year countless times that leads to goals over and over again. And Southampton could have had another goal off a corner kick, but luckily I think it was Thiago Silva had a nice little backheel flick to block the ball from going to the back of net, and still we have issues with it. Again, I don't know what Thomas Tuchel's thinking, but we need to do something differently when it comes to corners because right now what we are doing is not working. There's so many threats that come into the box each and every time a corner kick that I never know if we're going to concede a goal or not. And we did this game and we've done before, and I have a feeling we're going to be doing it again. So again, that was another issue I had with this match. Now, along those lines, the biggest thing I had to take away from this, though, is the midfield. And again, this falls on to Tuchel with him picking players and what he wanted formation wise. The fact that Jorginho is still starting for us. Yes, I know Conte's hurt. Kovacic was just coming back, so he's not fully fit, so therefore he's not going to get a full 90. I do understand that. But Billy Gilmore, I don't know exactly what happened to him. He just seemed to have disappeared for the most part, but he could be playing for us right now, and I think he'd be better than Jorginho. Jorginho, and looking at a picture right here, you're seeing right now the second goal that was led to Southampton's second goal. And Jorginho, I'm not even sure what he's doing. He's creating so much space in between our defense and Southampton that therefore they're able to find all these pockets of space, which again led to the goal. And the other picture I have here too, again, inside the box, Jorginho is just slowly trotting back. He's not defensive. He's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. And therefore it makes a creative gap in between our entire field. And therefore, again, Southampton can find all these pockets of space in the midfield. Same thing that Leeds did to us as well. And therefore, again, it puts too much pressure on our defense. And there's just this massive gap between our defensive attacking and our attacking. So again, with everyone moving up and everything, with that big pocket of space for any team to fill with their players in the midfield, just makes it so much more difficult for defenders. And Jorginho should be benched. I don't care what you say with our injuries. He should be benched. We need to go with someone else. He's not working out right now for us. Maybe him getting benched will help him get and realize what he needs to be doing better. But right now, he's not working out, and therefore that is one of our issues. That being said, transfer window wise, we still need to bring a CDM. I don't care who we pay for now, but we should be bringing a CDM, and it may be too late now with the transfer window closing later today, but still, that is my little takeaway with our midfield. But that was the biggest issue. And the last thing I need to talk about is Kai Havertz. I love Kai Havertz, absolutely love him, but it's time for him to sit on the bench. It's time. We've seen enough from him, and this game showed it. Yes, he had that nice back heel pass to, I believe, Sterling, which again didn't lead to a goal. ZH did miss his opportunity. But besides that, Kai Havertz did not do a whole lot. He had a great chance and just fluffed the header and didn't really put any threat into the box at all and really made it nice and easy for Southampton defenders throughout this entire match. And when we saw Broya come on, did so much more in a span of about 10 minutes, and therefore he should definitely start against West Ham this upcoming weekend. If he does not, I'm not sure exactly what Thomas Tuchel is thinking, if there's some reason why, but still, Broya should definitely get to start this weekend. I think after his performance against Southampton, this game deserves at least a start. I'm not sure if he'll play the full 90, but still starting off because this guy is hungry. He wants to show that he's worth his value, and I think he can actually find the back of the net. Now, that being said, we obviously are still struggling with that. Raheem Sterling did find the back of the net. Thankfully, he's been one of our better players. Thiago Silva, again, applaud him. He's done really well, but minus those two players, we've looked terrible. So I'm not sure exactly what Thomas Tuchel has to do. I'm not saying he needs to be sacked or anything. I did see some videos on that. He has a lot of work to be cut out for the most part. But if things don't go in the right direction very soon, it does start warranting that question if Thomas Tuchel should be sacked or not. But again, I'm not saying he should be. I still trust in Thomas Tuchel. Just needs to tinker around with that midfield and our defense a little bit better and work on that midfield area because Jorginho is obviously a massive issue right now for us along with Kai Havertz. So again, hopefully we can figure that out. But that is kind of my takeaway. I know it was kind of negative this entire video, but when you have a defeat like that to Southampton, it's going to be more negative. So I apologize for that. But if you did enjoy this video, kind of the breakdown as well, I greatly appreciate if you do hit the like button and subscribe down below. Again, I greatly appreciate that. Hopefully our next match against West Ham will be a little more positive with us winning. Who knows? We'll see what happens. So that is it, and I will see you next time.